Hello Year 6 and welcome to Friday's literacy lesson. Okay, so today is our last day on the firework contest text. Okay, you've done an absolutely brilliant job all week working on this text. I've been really impressed with your answers because some of it's quite tricky. So a big well done. Okay, so today we've got the last few types of questions. So we've got word meaning, summary and comparison. We're only going to look together at the word meaning and the comparison one. I think you'll be fine with the summary. Remember, a summary is just a sentence to describe a section or a part of the text. So I think you'll be absolutely fine with those. But I just want to go over word meaning and your strategies for word meaning, and then I'll go over the comparison one because that's some new learning for you. Okay? So it's page 30 that we're looking at today, page 30 and 31, but remember it's page 23 that the text starts on. So make sure you go back and familiarise yourself so that you know what you're looking at. It's always important to use the text. Okay, so you've got a few word meaning ones, they're quite similar, but I want to just talk to you about this one. So I've got a quote, so you might have a quote from the text. So a team of 50 gallant litter pickers. What does the word gallant mean in this sentence? And what I want to talk to you about is the fact that it really needs to be, your answer needs to talk about what it means in that sentence, in that text. Okay, so not just you're looking it up on dictionary.com, which is fine, but you need to answer the question, and you wouldn't always have a dictionary. So it really needs to make sure that you talk about what it means in that sentence. Okay, so I know straight away that it's an adjective because it's litter pickers and it's describing the litter pickers. So it's a word to describe the litter pickers. Now I also know from the text, going back to the text and reading it, that those litter pickers are making sure the park is clear of litter. Okay, because some people are not happy about the amount of rubbish that's left behind after the contest. So they're doing a really important job. They're making sure that the park is clean again. So I think that it means that they're almost like local heroes. They are making sure that this park is perfect again. So I think it means they're quite heroic. And so in this sentence, I think that they are like the heroes of the park. Okay, so I'll show you how I'm going to put that into a sentence. So it means the litter pickers are heroes. Okay, so I'm talking about what it actually means within that sentence. So make sure that your answer talks about what it means in that sentence. Okay, so you've got a few other word meaning ones. So you've got where you have to circle. So again, you can use the same strategy. Think about the sentence, think about what's talked about leading up to that sentence. That's just like the one that we've done, but it's the word discarded. Okay, and then what does a phrase mean here? So again, use the text, use the bit before and after, and then copy one word that's the same meaning. Okay? So then you've got your summary questions, and I've talked about that. I think you'll be fine with those. It's asking what different sections are about, and then what the whole text is about. So now I want to talk about this comparison question here. Now I've done one that's similar, but not the same, so that you can use the same idea. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do a comparison question, and that will help you do the one that you've got. Okay, so I've got a comparison between two different people's opinions. So I've got to look at the paragraph beginning the success of the first night and the paragraph beginning not everyone has been so thrilled. Okay, so and then I've got to compare Julie Rocket's opinion to the opinion of Sammy Kaliji's. Okay, so I've got to first go back to the text and find those two bits. Okay, so back to the text. So I've got Julie's opinion here. Okay, so she thinks it's amazing, it's satisfying to see, so that it's widespread enthusiasm, everyone's really enjoying it, people travel to see it. But then I've got Sammy saying that he's proud but it's a shame because of the rubbish. So I've got to compare their different opinions. Please don't guess. Go back and find that bit. So because it's a comparison, I've got to give both sides. Okay, so I'll show you how I'm going to answer that question. Okay. I'm going to put Julie thinks that it is amazing. And that it is fantastic to see people travelling to go to the contest. Right, so that wouldn't be enough to answer the question because it's a comparison. So I've got Julie's opinion, now I need Sammy's. Okay, so I need to give both. So because it's a different opinion, I'm going to use however. So, however, Sammy thinks it is a shame that the contest brings so much rubbish to the park. Okay, so it's really important that you go back to the text and when you are comparing, you give both sides. So one side, so I've said that Julie thinks it's great to see people travelling all over the country to go to the contest. However, on the other side, Sammy thinks it's a shame how much rubbish is brought there. Okay, so a comparison means you've got to give one side and then the other side. Okay, so have a really good go at that one as well. So your word power work for today then is page 26. And it's about repetition, so another form of persuasive language. So here you've got a speech from Winston Churchill, who was the Prime Minister during the war, and he'd made lots of speeches. It asks you to read it. Imagine that you were there when he was making that speech. How would it make you feel? Okay, so he uses lots of repetition. We shall fight. We shall fight on the seas. We shall fight with growing confidence and growing strength. So he gives lots of repetition and lots of encouragement. He uses those modal verbs, we shall, so it's saying that we will. Okay, so how would it make you feel? So think, would it make you feel, yes, I'm inspired, it's going to be amazing, and we're going to win? Okay, so think how it makes you feel. Then it asks you for three adjectives. Remember, adjectives are describing words to describe Churchill's character. So do you think he was inspiring, strong? So have a think of some words that you think would describe Winston Churchill's character based on the kind of speech that he gave. Okay, there's another speech then from John F. Kennedy. So he repeats words and phrases as well. Okay, so have a read of that one. And then another one, then it asks, and it talks about the list of three techniques. So it's for this one, it says the motto for the French Republic is freedom, equality, and brotherhood. And then it asks you to think of three words for our school. Okay, to think about what kind of school. Now you could think of all of Mrs. Beckett's sayings. Okay, to help you think about what kind of school we are. So it asks a list of three for our school. Okay, so we have got things like respect, responsibility. So think about what kind of words would you use to describe our school, okay? And then a little task at the end to have a go at, okay? It gives you a task. So imagine your school's been threatened with closure. The council wants to sell the land to make way for a supermarket. You have to make a speech to persuade your classmates to go on a protest march using repetition. So think of some words or phrases that you're going to repeat, and maybe a list of 3. Okay, so you might use lots of words like should, or we will, or we can. So we can fight this, we shall beat it. Okay, and then maybe think of a list of 3. We are strong, we are mighty, we are brave. Yes, so have a think if you can for a list of 3 for your little speech to get people motivated to save the school. Yeah. Okay, so have a little go. That's just a little challenge. Remember your words power. And remember, any problems, let us know. And most importantly, happy Friday, and I will see you Monday. Thank you so much again for all of your hard work. You are doing amazing.